Hello, my friends. So when I get a brand new pack of Designer Series paper, I prep it up. I get it ready to make cards. This is inspired from my friend Kylie, who's a demonstrator in Australia. She calls it Love It, Chop It, and I've kind of taken that and tweaked it a little to fit my needs and my style. So here's my cutting guide. I'm going to start with the 12 by 12, and I'm going to cut it into 3 strips of 4 inches wide, and then 5 1/4. And then I'm going to have that long piece at the bottom. Actually, I like to cut it into 4 1.5 inch strip, 4 inches by 1.5. So we're going to do that together. Then I cut my card bases and get those ready. And then I take the coordinating cardstock. Oh wait, that's why we love Stampin' Up! If you look on the back, I need my colors to match. I'll be up all night worrying about it. And it tells me what I need, which is perfect. So the colors that go with a little latte, the 12 by 12 that we're talking about today, are Calypso Coral, right here. Early Espresso, I don't have that one. That's a darker brown. Lemon Lolly, I don't have. Lost Lagoon. Pecan Pie, that's this cool little brown variety in the brown family. And then Petal Pink, okay? All right, so let's add both of these here so that you can see the 2 things we're talking about. That's our guide. So we're gonna open this up. Come on. And we're going to get our card prepped. Now, a couple different things that you can do going forward, some things that have helped me, is take this piece back here and cut it so that I always know what the name of the paper is, and I always know what the colors are. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move my water so that I don't spill it. I'm gonna cut this at 4 and get rid of it. And I'm gonna cut this at 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna come down here, trim this at the top, and then trim this at 5 1/4. Okay, so now I've made this little backing that's gonna be the size of the paper that I'm gonna cut using that little pink guide over there. But I have all the important information. I have the colors that it's gonna need and the name of the paper, because sometimes I forget. And then I'm gonna take these. So we haven't even looked inside here, because remember we only saw this side of the paper. So we have 12 sheets, 6 different designs. Double-sided, so really 12 designs. So there's that one. This one, Coffee Stains, I love it. As long as it's not on my shirt or my counter. Coffee Beans. Ooh, that's a cool plaid. Coffee Cups with beans. Little tiny cups and spoons. Splatter, that's a really great all-around background paper. Love that. That's that Lost Lagoon blue. Look at that swirl. Oh, look, it also matches this swirl. These are the embellishments that go. Aren't they cute? Or I digress, put those away. And I have to learn how to do that inside my coffee. Can you see it? And then this is really cool too. These are great background papers. And then the coffee beans. All right, so I'm not gonna cut all of these with you because it'll take a bit, but let me show you one. So look on that pink sheet over to your left, and it says 4 inch strips. So, okay, let's do that. We're gonna set up, I can cut 2. You could probably cut more, but I wanna make sure it goes through. Make sure it's nice and straight. 4 inch strip. And then a 4 inch strip here. So now I have 3 of those, okay? 1, 2, 3. And now I'm gonna cut it at 5 1/4. There's that. And this one at 5 1/4. So this is what I'm gonna get, okay? I'm gonna get 4 of those and 2 of these out of 2 sheets of paper. Oh no, I still have these guys to cut too. So let's see what we get out of 1 sheet of paper, okay? I'm gonna put these 2 together because I can cut through 4 sheets, especially when they're short like this. 5 1/4 and 5 1/4. All right, so I'm gonna finish that, cutting all of these, and now what I actually got, let's take a peek here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 card fronts. These are going to go in the front of my card. For example, here's one. This is 4 by 5 1/4 on the front of this card, right? All set, ready to go. Super simple. So now I'm going to start my little collection of pre-cut 12 by 12. I'll be back when I'm done with this one to show you what all these look like. But let's work on, oh, remember I said I cut this? This goes right behind it to kind of protect it. So now I have made my own little mini pack of the perfect size for card fronts. Let's talk about these. That's that white piece on the right. That's that white design. I'm going to take an 8 1/2 by 11. And now these are going to be a little bit bigger. And the reason I do that is it lets me cut them into 4s. So I'm going to go at 4 1/4, which is halfway. And then I'm going to go at 5 1/2. This is going to be a little bit bigger, but it is also the exact size of the front of my card, right? So let me take this, let me show you. Here's a card front. It is the exact size of my card front. It also fits this and frames it beautifully. So I could do that without any more trimming and just glue this to the front of my card and we are ready to go. There's that option. It also fits nicely in this pack that I was talking about. So I have them all ready to go. I'm going to go through and do that with all of these. I usually do 2 packs, 2 sheets. So it's going to give me 8 of each color. So I've got a good variety of I can always go back and cut more, but I don't want to cut everything up. And then right in the middle of that drawing, you're going to see where it talks about, it depends on the paper, but I often will add a couple of sheets of basic white cut into the 4s, just because you never know when you need a piece of white cardstock, always. The basic white. And then I'm going to take my thick basic white and I'm going to make my card bases. I usually have a bunch of these with my envelopes in my drawer ready to go. It just makes it so much simpler to not have to pull out the trimmer and deal with all the measurements and think about measurements, and you can just think about color and stamps and ink and go ahead and make your card without thinking about this. So you're going to cut this piece. This is 8 1/2 by 11. You're going to cut it to 5 1/2. And then you're going to score it at 4 1/4. I will say I tend to use this card base the most. It's my most popular. It fits all of those things that we just cut. Super simple, not a lot of trimming. I get 2 per sheet of paper. And I want to show you the other direction. If you take that same 8 1/2 by 11, come on, little baby, out of there. Only this time I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. So I just flip the numbers. Notice on the trimmer we have a cutting blade and a scoring blade. I love the trimmer for that. And now this card is the same size, right? Exactly the same size, but this card is going to go this way. This card opens this way, or it can go like this. So it gives me some variety in my card design, but they're all the same size and they all fit in my little card collection, the kit that I will work with all week long making cards. I do this every time I get a new pack of 12 by 12. Then I make sure that I have the colors that I need. They're all here. I don't have to worry that, oh gosh, I needed that Flirty Flamingo, or this wasn't Flirty Flamingo, sorry, Calypso Coral, and I don't have any. I have Flirty Flamingo and it doesn't go. Well, then that's not going to be the card that I'm going to work on. I'm going to order my new cardstock so it goes with it, but I'm also going to make sure that I do have something, and I will have something that goes. All right, see y'all soon. Bye.